Howdy, all of you delicious people. I am here to play the Simpsons Tapped Out today. Yay! We're here to play more of this. So we are here playing this game thingy, and so that's what we're gonna do. Congratulations, you completed Rake It to the Limit one more time, part 1. Collect your rewards. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we do in this game. You collect those fat, juicy, succulent rewards. You've completed the daily challenge. Claim your reward. Just go ahead. Just do it. Just claim it. Just claim it. Just go ahead. Just do it. A tree? I can buy a tree. Great, I bought one. Is the game excited that I bought a tree? I think it is. I think it's excited. Make Ned pray for Homer's redemption. Claim. Congratulations, you've won one whole donut. Wow. I feel like I've accomplished something, game. I feel like I've done it. I feel like I've been inside an accomplishment. Let's get some more money and more XP. We are very close to this level called 10. So let's get ready for the finger. The finger of a lifetime. All right. Let's get another scratcher so we can probably just scratch our ways away. Oh my god, it's 2 dynamitos. But it's a stick at the end of it. How dare you, game? How dare you give me $500? Wow, that is a lot of XP, and that is a lot of money, and that is also a lot of Lisa. Tell Milhouse to go to school. He better, because I'm going to make him. I'm going to force him. I'm going to tell him that he needs to do it for his own good. We're almost done, Milhouse. Do it, Milhouse. You've done the do, Milhouse. You've done it. Thank you. All right. So what is Milhouse going to get out of that? Better get 12 million. Make Milhouse hide on the top of his bed. Well, he also needs to go to school. Well, I guess since he's only doing that for 60 seconds, I guess I'll let it slide, Milhouse, but that's only for this time. Hey, it's Sideshow. I've been spying on the Simpsons for hours, and I still feel absolutely no urge to murder Bart. Well, that's good, Mr. Sideshow Bob. Apparently, whatever idiot blew away Springfield also blew away my hatred. Well, that's great. What? I feel a strange disturbance in the cloud. Somewhere, someone is calling me an idiot. That's not strange. Somehow, someone is always calling you an idiot. Why, you little? What a delight! Zing by the lad. And look how nimbly he dodges his father's ape-like hands and skateboards away. If that's not worth an amused, mechanical chuckle, I don't know what is. Reach level 12 and build Bart's treehouse. Well, I'm only at level 10 game, so I don't think you understand how things work around here. Make Bart skateboard. Well, where is Bart? Make Sideshow Bob laugh maniacally. Well, where is Bart? Where is that Bart thing? Dude, I can't make a Bart. I can't make a Bart fart. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the Bart thing. Laugh maniacally for 8 hours? Holy crap, is he gonna have to watch some really good comedy, I guess. God, are we so close to level 10? Why couldn't it just happen? Why? Why, oh, why couldn't it just happen for me? You've completed a daily challenge. Claim your reward. Just go ahead and just do it. Just make a poo. Restock the jerky jar. Only for 60 seconds. Yay. So I can just have this thing called Millhouse go ahead and just do a thing. Congratulations, you've won one free whole land token. Millhouse, why don't you go ahead and go to that thing called Shul. Go to that Shul place. Go to the Shul. I believe you would enjoy it there. Alright, so now we have this thing called 7 donuts and nowhere to spend them on. We have monies, but we have nowhere to buy things with. Because... what? Anyways, let's go and let's find these things to buy with money we don't have, with things that are just really out of my reach. Land expansion. Well, when looking at it, we do have a land tokeny thingy majigger, so I guess we could just buy and or get these things called lands. Could I buy free land token? No, I would rather do something that's way more expensive. Is there a very expensive land that I see here? Ooh, 9,000. I'm going to use the free land token on that because that's $9,000. How much money do I have right now? How much money do I just have on me? Ooh, we have Skinner. Now that everyone's here, all I need to do is make sure nobody leaves. And education us right? Please, Lisa. This place is just a glorified daycare. Make Skinner monitor halls. No. I don't want him to monitor the halls. I would rather have him do anything else but that. Because I am just that kind of wild and or crazy guy. You've completed a daily challenge. Claim your reward. Do it now. Do it. You have one whole donato. A new challenge is on the way. Believe me, it's there. It's there all along. It's there for you. Anyways, why do I have things in the storage? Okay, anyways, moving on. It's there. It's there for you. Ooh, why aren't we making it to level 12? Why is Bart at level 12? You know how insane that seems? We have Bart at level 12. Shouldn't he have been at level 1 or level 0? Really? Shouldn't he have? Wouldn't that justifiably be the right choice? Tell Millhouse to go to school. We already did that. Reach level 12 and build Bart's house. That'd be great if I could. Make Bart skateboard. Well, I can't. No, I can't. I can't. Believe me. If I would have, I should have. And I could have, and I would have. By the way, anybody who is playing this game and wants to be added, leave all your comments down below. Please, it's an emergency. Everybody needs to just comment that they want their friends or whoever to be added that are on this game. Even if you aren't even playing this game, tell somebody to add you right now. So that way this video can get comments and could be successful. Ooh, we have Sideshow Bob who's laughing. He's having a laugh. This seems like a thumbnail if I've ever seen one. Yeah, just keep on laughing there, buddy. Go ahead. Do it. Go ahead. Just laugh it out. Just have a good old laugh, you know? Anyways. That's Sprangfield. I tell you, what a town. Could we have just Krusty do a thing? He's gonna be doing anything for a million hours. 24 hours. Pooh's gonna be doing some things. Ned, what are you gonna be doing? Doing lunges? I need to see this. Man, that dude is doing some serious lunges. He is gonna break his freaking knees. That's how good those lunges are. I know for me, I had like bad knees when I was in like high school, and so they're like, "Oh, how about you go and do like therapy to strengthen your legs?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, okay." So I went and I did therapy to strengthen my knees and strengthen my legs and whatever, and it did nothing. Like, really, we had it to where almost like I was actually feeling worse by the end of that therapy. I was like, yeah, my knees are even popping even worse. Like, and like we end up having the therapists that are like, oh, that sucks. Well, like, this is your last session. See you later. Bye. And I'm like, so you did nothing for my knees. You did nothing to strengthen my legs. And plus, like, really, all that they want you to do is just stretch out your legs, and that's supposedly going to strengthen your legs. No, like, recently I thought that, like, the things that they wanted me to do were stupid. Because I'm like, how is it that any of these stretching things are going to help strengthen my legs? Stretching doesn't do jack crap nothing. And they had, like, a whole bunch of papers of all the stretching that I could do. I'm like, stretching is gonna do nothing. Like, immediately, like, I would have it to where I think my legs didn't actually get actually strong until like I actually like heavily worked out with them. And none of the exercises that I did that they had me do in therapy was jack crap nothing. It's basically just like lunges and like all these other silly exercises that honestly and truly just don't actually like strengthen anything. It's basically the equivalent of going uh and basically going to a PE class and like having them strengthen your legs, which like going to a normal like PE class doesn't strengthen jack crap nothing. Like basically like I don't know how many of the exercises in a PE class would honestly be a waste of time. Like doing those whole exercises where you're just circling your hands, like you're keeping your hands absolutely straight, and then you're just doing them in a circle. In all actuality, you don't actually get anything from out of like PE besides probably losing weight or just kind of doing uh, certain classes here and there. Like if you've never swam before, like there's some PE classes that can help you swim, and then be like, oh wow, this is kind of fun. Like if anything, it kind of teaches you like teamwork or like the ability to work with others with certain games and whatever. But really, I never thought that I was like, oh yeah, I feel so exercised or so energized or so whatever by doing a gym class. If anything, I was like, I never really saw the benefit of any kind of PE or whatever. I was just like, oh God, this again. Because in all actuality, I would have rather have had people do like a weightlifting class. Like I think you might get something out of that much more so than you would a PE class. In all honesty, just because reasonably, I think at least you would get a little bit stronger than what you were previously. I think that's why a lot of people went and like when they were after like high school or whatever, they just went and just did gym memberships because that actually is a smarter route for being able to be much healthier than you would have ever have gotten into a PE class. Really, if anything, you would probably be much more athletic just by having to walk every gosh darn where from class to class to class. That is the real physical education of a high school, is just making your way through the gosh darn school for how freaking big it is, and how you're like, oh my god, like there'd be like so many classes where I would just be like dreading, just because I'm like, okay, well, dude, I have to go all the way from the second floor all the way to the first floor. And then once I get to the first floor, I gotta go all the way to the opposite end of the building of where I'm at. And like, I can't be late every day. Like, I think that's like my freshman year of like all together, where I would just be horrified, where it's just like, oh my god, like I have to go from the highest level to now I have to like try to figure out like how I'm gonna get to somewhere every 5 minutes, or within the 5 minute bell to bell thing. And a lot of times like I would just get there in time. And plus also it also sucked if you had to go to the bathroom, because heaven forbid you had to go to the bathroom between classes. You're basically effed. Like, you're basically like a big old full on effed if you have to go to the bathroom between your classes. Like, I don't know how it is now, because I think rarely, there would actually never be really a time that I would actually go to the bathroom while school was going on, because I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom when school is over. When I go home, I'm going to take a dump there, because, dude, I am not going to go to any of these public school bathrooms and go to the bathroom in there, because no, like, I don't trust how clean it is, and I don't trust how, like, this was like pre-Cove. This was like pre. This is like double pre-Cove, to where I was like immediately like, dude, I am not gonna go to any of these bathrooms and sit on there and just take a big deuce. No, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get me, school, to just sit down on those seats and just no, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get me, game. Or you're not gonna get me, school, high school, or any kind of school. No, like, I never went to the bathroom when I was in school. Never did. Never I did, because recently I just like was like, no, they're never gonna catch me. They're never gonna do it. They're not. And plus, even if I did, it would always be to go and to a urinal, because that's all I would do. Because reasonably, I had lunches or whatever. Like, I had lunch or whatever, but like, yeah, it was just like I wouldn't really eat during lunches either. Like, I felt, and plus it was always confusing to understand when exactly you were taking lunch. That was a big problem. To never know when you're gonna take lunch. Like, eventually I would have like I would ask my teachers of like, yeah, so like how will I know when I'm supposed to take lunch? And then like they would say it's like, oh well, your teacher will tell you. I'm like, what if my teacher doesn't know? What if it's between classes? Like, I don't know how many times I would just be like having to like, well, it's like third period. Like, I should probably be taking my lunch around this time. And so, like, probably this teacher would probably know when I'm going to take my lunch. And there would be like sometimes when they would just tell me, oh, yeah, just take lunch in between classes. I'm like, huh? I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I don't know. I like, not to say that my school was bad. I was just like, I don't know. Like, you would think that like lunch would always be on a schedule. And hey, here's that maniacal laughing that we've seen. Just, you know. Anyways, but yeah, reasonably. How long have I even been recording for already? 20 minutes. Holy crap! Time flies. Um, Homer, what are you doing? Every one of these take like 4 million hours to do. Lisa, what are you doing? It's gonna take play the sax, a phone. Lisa's gonna play some sax, a phone. Wait a minute. So she plays it, but it makes no sound. Do you realize how dumb that is, game? There's no sound coming out of that woman. She's blowing, but nothing's going. You know what I'm saying? She's blowing, but nothing's going. Oh my god, that was hilarious. She is blowing, but nothing's showing that it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, she must be like, she is really going in there. She's full on, and it's not. It's like, it's nothing. It's boatloads of nothing. Like, I could probably make a sound for her whenever she starts playing again. Come on, Lisa, play your saxophone. Yeah, that's how horrible she sounds, because she's not blowing hard enough. Lisa, you gotta blow harder. Remember the one episode where I'm talking about Family Guy here. There's the one episode where Stewie ends up going and playing a French horn, and we end up having where Stewie plays the French horn and goes, huh? And then he's like, "Well, that's me farting by Chopin," and then he ends up walking out. Then I think he realizes in that episode that he needs to just like sing, so he ends up like singing with some woman. I think, and I think at one point we end up having it to where, in that same episode, I think we ended up having Stewie who goes out for soccer and barely kicks the soccer ball, and immediately he ends up winning some award for like the best player overall or something, to where they end up having like a mural of him like hitting the ball like as if he hit it really hard but he barely kicked it. But like this school I guess has no athletes, so Stewie barely kicking a ball is just as good as like an Olympic gold medal winner. Yeah, anyways, hey look, it's Apu and maniacal laughing Sideshow Bob. Apu, what's going on today? Well, I think I just have to go and just, like I have nothing going on with my life. Yeah, I'm sure, Apu, that things are difficult. Yes, it is. It really is difficult. All the quickie marks are just closed right now because of holiday. It sucks. It sucks. What holiday is it? Well, it's the holiday that I just say it is because I just wanted to just day off. Okay, well, that's interesting, Apu. Well, that seems a little bit shady, if you know what I mean, right? Well, I just don't care because I just want a day off. It's just okay. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, well, Apu, that sounds great. That sounds nifty. Okay, let's, talking to myself. Interesting dilemma. Hey, weird, goofy guy with the burgers. What's going on? Well, I just wanted to just find a just nice little burger. Well, that's great, and I hope everything works out for you. Freaking Ned is still doing his lunges. God, that guy is a lunger. He is a lunger. He's a workout. He's a workoutaholic. That guy. I just remember him doing the one ski episode where he's like wearing like skin tight clothes, and he's like, "It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all." Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Freaking Homer was just like, "Oh my god, nothing at all." Like that kind of reminds me of the movie Hot Tub Time Machine. I don't know why, but it just does. Uh, like I don't know. I think there was something that reminds me. Like I think I was watching Hot Tub Time Machine the exact same time I was watching that Simpsons episode, because I had a device and I was watching the Simpsons episode while I was also watching Hot Tub Time Machine, and that's what probably reminded me of that movie, because I was simultaneously watching these things at the same time for reasons I don't quite understand right now. But anyways, we have hot burger bun guy just going, and Lisa is playing an instrument that she's not really playing, but she's just going around town playing an instrument that she's not really playing. Come on, Lisa, play it. Play the yeah. Yeah, how horrible is that, Lisa? How horrible. She should actually take private lessons. I don't think, like, she took lessons from Bleeding Gums Murphy, but that isn't actually a good enough lesson. You know what I mean? You're not gonna really learn anything from really a professional saxophonist. You need a person that actually gives you private lessons for where you have to pay tons and tons of money for reasons you don't understand. Uh, that's what you need to do. You don't need to just find some professional uh, person that has been numerous years singing and or playing an instrument and learn from them. No, you don't need to do that garbage. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of money. Money that you probably would not be giving to that person because they would probably be willing to do it for free. But that's not even good enough. You need to just have that person just not take money from you, do it out of the goodness of their heart, and then just mess them over and just be like, dude, you really just suck. I don't even know how you got this platinum or gold album, but man, you just got it somehow. Like, it's kind of like, God, what is his name? The guy from American Idol that actually had a bizarrish singing thing. She bang, oh crazy, cause she move, like that guy. That guy, bizarrely, they gave him a music album and he was like a hit guy for 20 seconds. But when looking at it, that guy was successful. Yeah, a lot of people made fun of him, and a lot of people were just like, yeah, we're gonna definitely buy the album of this guy, and for reasons. But, like, you know what? That guy was smart. Like, maybe, like, we have it to where I think sometimes in American Idol shows, there's actually comedians who go on to American Idol, purposely sound like a nail on the chalkboard so that way they can be recognized on a TV show, so eventually they can go on to eventually uh, be somebody. Plus, they have this story now of like, ha 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 ha, yeah, I was like pretending I was so and so person so I can get onto this show, and I was purposely trying to sound like a nail on a chalkboard so I can get onto this show and just like make people laugh and like, ha ha ha, he sucks, but he sucked on purpose. Like, I know there was actually one comedian that did do that, and then there was the whole story about it. Um, but I was like, why go on to American Idol to purposely sound bad, to purposely just get voted off of the show? Like, are you just going to put that on your IMDb page where I was like, hey, I was on American Idol. I'm on episode 140, blah, 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 blah. And it'd be like, why? Why purposely do that? What is the point of that? Like, I guess it's just to, yeah, I guess it's to fill up your portfolio to say like, well, hey, I haven't done any movies or any shows, of actual shows, but hey, I did American Idol. That's an IMDb thing that I guess people could use. That's stupid. Um, really, I think I had seen one episode of like Survivor or something, and uh, the guy from School of Hard Rock, I think, was on uh, Survivor. I think it wasn't Jack Black, but it was his like brother that was on like Survivor. I'm like, wait a minute, like, why is this guy all of a sudden on like Survivor? And plus, I think they tried to skate around the fact that this guy was an actor. Like, they try to skate around it and not say that, oh, this guy is a actor, so because there was like no real true reference to this guy being in any shows or whatever. They didn't like mention how he was an actor and what, they just kind of skated around it. I'm like, why not just mention that this guy is an actor? So what if he did a film or two? Like, you can have this guy just like Like, if people really actually did like him, he could do other movies after this is over. Um, that would actually work in his favor. I barely watched Survivor. I guess I should probably eventually get to watch but you would have to watch the newest episodes. You couldn't just go from season 1 episode 1 of Survivor and work your way up. Um Plus no one would want to watch those kind of reviews anyways, of me talking about, yeah, Survivor season 1 episode 1. Yeah, I'm going to talk about how these obstacle courses were really hard cuz they were. I don't know. I think some people try to review anything, and it kind of gets to the point where you do have to realize that that is at sometimes a mistake. You could have it to where an American Ninja Warrior thing, something like that, that can't be reviewed. You could probably just have a best of where everybody gets nailed in the face, and you could excuse me, you could treat that as a comedic thing, where if you kind of if you kind of watch that along, maybe people will laugh at it, but you'd have to showcase the video in the video. You'd have to show that in the YouTube video, and I think there's a copyright thing to that. Um, because I think NBC stuff or whatever, they have copyrights. So I don't think you'll get away with that anyways. So with that said, I think we are at our 30-minute mark. I don't know what we actually accomplished here today, but maybe somebody had a laugh, somebody had a chuckle, maybe somebody just watched this and was like, maybe somebody watched this and they're like, maybe somebody watched this and they're like, maybe somebody watched this and they were like. So with that said, I am going to get this thing called out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.